The Anti-Overwhelm Family Meal Plan. Dinner time can feel like a battlefield. Parents spend hours planning, prepping, and worrying, yet somehow evenings are still chaotic. Research in family routines and behavioral science consistently shows that mealtime stress is less about the food itself and more about the systems, or lack thereof, behind it. When parents overthink every detail, underestimate the impact of fatigue, or try to create culinary perfection, energy and patience drain quickly. The Anti-Overwhelm Family Meal Plan is not about perfect recipes or Instagram-ready plates. It is about creating a system that reduces decision fatigue, manages expectations, and makes feeding your family consistently easier without adding stress. Start with a flexible weekly framework. Structure is the backbone of an anti-overwhelm meal plan. Instead of leaving dinner to chance, map out broad categories for each night. For example, one night can be pasta, another can be sheet pan meals, a third night can be slow cooker or one-pot meals. Within each category, rotate simple variations that your family enjoys. Studies on cognitive load show that limiting open-ended decisions significantly reduces stress and increases follow-through. When the framework exists, parents no longer spend 5 minutes staring at an empty fridge while the clock ticks closer to meltdown hour. The plan is a guideline, not a cage. It provides predictability for the brain, which lowers anxiety for both parents and children. Batch cook core ingredients. Preparing full meals in advance can feel overwhelming. Instead, focus on batch cooking core ingredients: roasted vegetables, grains, proteins, and pre-chopped fruits. Store them separately in the fridge or freezer to mix and match later. Behavioral research indicates that reducing the number of steps required to start a task increases the likelihood it will get done. When half the work is already done, evenings become less about scrambling and more about assembling. Roasted chicken can become tacos one night, grain bowls the next, or sandwiches later in the week. The effort stretches further, and the brain perceives the evening as manageable. Use the slow cooker and instant pot strategically. Slow cookers and instant pots are underused time-saving tools. When used intentionally, they reduce dinner stress entirely. Meals that cook throughout the day allow parents to arrive home with dinner already underway. Time perception research shows that tasks completed earlier feel less burdensome than those done under pressure. Preparing minimal ingredient meals that cook in the background reduces evening friction. Even using these tools 2 nights a week dramatically shifts the rhythm of the household. The presence of a meal actively cooking while you attend to children or other tasks creates a sense of stability and reduces last-minute panic. Prepare an emergency rotation. Every family benefits from 5 to 7 reliable, almost no-thought meals. Examples include pasta with jarred sauce, quesadillas with canned beans, omelets, pre-made frozen dumplings, or baked potatoes with toppings. Neuroscience explains that stress reduces working memory capacity, meaning exhausted parents often cannot generate new ideas under pressure. A written emergency list compensates for that mental gap. Having these meals pre-approved and easy to access reduces daily friction. Feed in layers to stabilize mood. Hunger fuels behavior. Offering something small immediately when children are hungry can prevent meltdowns before dinner even starts. Sliced fruit, yogurt, or raw vegetables act as the first layer. Blood sugar regulation is linked directly to mood and behavior. Stabilizing it early prevents escalation during the main meal. Parents often notice that children transition more smoothly from snack to plate when their immediate needs are addressed first. This strategy turns dinner from a race against hunger into a calmer, more manageable routine. Simplify plates for success. Balanced meals do not need to be complex. A formula of protein, carbohydrate, and fruit or vegetable covers nutrition adequately. Nutritional research emphasizes overall weekly balance rather than perfection at every meal. A simple bowl of rice, beans, and roasted vegetables or scrambled eggs with toast and fruit is sufficient. Attempting elaborate meals adds unnecessary preparation and cleanup, increasing stress. Simplified plates not only save time but also reduce the emotional burden associated with trying to make each meal impressive. Plan for transitions and timing. Children's brains require time to shift between activities. Transitioning from homework to dinner, play to bedtime, or school to home can trigger resistance if abrupt. Developmental studies show that providing advance warnings, visual cues, or countdowns reduces pushback. Preparing meals that require minimal immediate attention allows parents to focus on easing children through transitions rather than juggling cooking and emotional management simultaneously. Dinner becomes a smoother process when the timing of both preparation and children's routines are accounted for strategically. Rotate familiar favorites. Children and parents alike benefit from repetition. Rotating 10 reliable meals reduces stress and eliminates the daily question, what are we having tonight? Repetition does not mean monotony. It provides predictability, builds rhythm, and allows meals to be prepared with efficiency. Neurologically, familiarity requires less cognitive processing, lowering stress for everyone. A predictable rotation also reduces complaints, because expectations are clear and meals become a standard rhythm rather than a source of daily negotiation. Streamline cleanup. Cooking is only half the battle. Cleanup consumes the remainder of energy. Choosing one-pan meals, using parchment paper, or cleaning as you go dramatically shortens post-meal tasks. Environmental psychology research demonstrates that clutter and mess increase stress and reduce focus. Simplified cleanup preserves energy for evening interactions rather than resentment-filled dishwashing. A meal plan that incorporates cleanup strategies maintains calm long after the last bite. Build flexibility into the plan. Even the best system cannot account for everything. Illness, last-minute invitations, or work schedule shifts require adaptability. Building flexibility into the weekly meal plan prevents frustration. Simple swaps or delayed meals should feel possible rather than catastrophic. Parents benefit from knowing there is room to adjust without starting from scratch. This flexibility reduces mental load, making the entire week feel more manageable. Protect your own energy. Parents often prioritize feeding everyone else while neglecting their own nutrition and energy. Skipping meals or relying on caffeine to survive can worsen patience and focus during evening preparation. Research confirms that stable blood sugar and hydration improve mood regulation and cognitive performance. Maintaining personal energy reserves is critical for sustaining calm during family meals. When parents are fueled, they can respond thoughtfully rather than reactively to the inevitable challenges that arise. Include the kids in simple prep. Children who participate in age-appropriate meal preparation feel ownership and are more likely to cooperate. Studies in child development show that involvement in cooking builds executive functioning skills, responsibility, and confidence. Assigning small tasks, like washing vegetables, stirring ingredients, or setting the table, shifts the atmosphere from parent-only labor to collaborative engagement. Participation fosters investment, decreases resistance, and reinforces connection. Meals are no longer a solitary effort, but a family rhythm that everyone contributes to. Reduce pressure to impress. Perfectionism around meals adds unnecessary stress. Meals do not need to be gourmet, visually perfect, or constantly novel. Research demonstrates that children respond more to consistency, nutrition, and presence than presentation. Letting go of high expectations reduces stress and increases enjoyment for both parents and children. Meals can be simple, healthy, and efficient while still being satisfying. If this perspective helps you simplify family meals, like this video so more parents can reclaim their evenings. Subscribe for practical strategies that reduce stress and strengthen family routines. Share in the comments which strategy you will implement first, because shared ideas build real support for busy parents.